Going upstream. All right. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? What it be? What it do? We're back at it with another League of Legends casting here. Let me just get the draft up on the screen. Oh, nice. There we go. Draft is like already prepped. That's pretty pog.
We'd love to see it.
All right. So, let me just make an announcement. Josh, I'll let you, you know, talk through the draft if I miss anything while we're going at it here.
They're not doing it yet. So we're just kind of, we're just kind of chilling here.
They gotta wait for the expert analysis as it's happening, you know.
Damn right, we got Sasageyo versus Jellyfish, which actually this better be the banger of a game that I am expecting it to be, because I will be very upset if it is not.
I will be big upsetty as well. I really hope that this is kind of a banger series here.
I mean, that's what you hope for all of them, but this one should be.
All right, there we go. Everything's all posted up now.
You got you done. You did it.
Yeet. There we go. Fuck you, Andrew. Jeez. Jeez. My God.
Head games already coming into play. As you can see, tensions are fucking high.
Jeez.
Nobody wants to lose.
A little wild now. Guess who fell and hurt their back today? Calvin, don't die on me. 2 casts, 1 match. Hey, baby, you already know it. But yeah, as we're kind of waiting to get in here, let's take a look at our lane for lane matchups here. We got Retro versus Dippy, Tai T versus Andy. Yep, Tai T versus Andy. And then yeah, you got the Barty Marcuti lane against -2 coins and Yoda. And lastly, is this a sub jungler? I don't recognize the name. So maybe it is a substitute jungler for this game or this series. I think at least. And then Frozen Ace on the enemy side here for them. And yeah, I'm looking for a banger series here. I think that there's a lot to prove for both of these teams here. I think that lane for lane, these guys are going to be looking to fight a lot. They're going to be looking to brawl a lot. At least the solo lanes at the very least. I'm interested to see what Barty and -2 coins take for the AD carry picks. We already kind of know a little bit in terms of what we're gonna probably be expecting for support. I would think. I think there's a decent chance that we could maybe get a mix up for ADs. But you know what is kind of meta is kind of what's meta right now. So there is definitely priority picks. But there's a couple of picks that are actually pretty still relevant in the meta. You got your surprise lanes that you can kind of throw a curveball into team comps. Yeah, I'm interested. One thing I'm really interested to see is this this mid lane matchup for sure. The Daddy Andy versus Tai matchup. Yeah, it's gonna be wild. I wonder if Ari gets over to Tai. I wonder if the Ori goes over to Daddy Andy, if they're really, or if they're gonna leave it up if Ari is up. I think it just depends on what the overall bans are for the 3-for-3s. But yeah. And I wonder if Kled actually gets banned. Bro, it's so funny because like at the end of the day, it's just like almost all the times in these drafts, it's just like, hey, no matter what, Kled is at least just gonna be a ban. It's so great. We are okay, so it looks like we're about to head in here. Also, let it be known that Keen Decker got bit by a tick today, and it fucking hurts. I think I'm dying, but you know, if I do, just know that I loved you all very much. The Ivern ban right off the bat from Shinzou. And yep, the respect for the Kled ban. I mean, this is just, it's typical. We're going to see it pretty much every single one of these drafts throughout even just playoffs in general. None of these teams have played against the Kled, so I don't think any of these teams want to play against the Kled. But it'd be kind of funny in one of these games to just let it through, right? It'd be kind of funny. Lyme disease entered the chat. Yeah, I'm just a walking Lyme disease now. Luckily, there's no ring, so that's you know, that's at least good, I suppose. But it is like red. Maybe I am just dying. But yeah, we got the Pike and Narban from Sasageyo and the Ari Zyabin. Okay, so these are actually some pretty solid bands. Blue, they hover the Twitch. They're not going to be first picking Twitch though. That's actually just ludicrous unless they want to go for some supreme disrespect. I know they're definitely flexing this to be like, bro, we could do it. We could do it. We're gonna make the caster also think that we're gonna do it. But yeah, there it is. There's the Maokai. Yeah, just hovering the Twitch pick. I thought maybe they would have first pick this Rakan. However, I don't think they necessarily need to. I think securing that Maokai is actually pretty good. Maokai is just so damn good right now. I don't think there's a reason not to just, you know, grab it in the first little round here. Ashe and Jarvan is the follow-up. Fair enough. Very, very safe kind of conventional lane through the Ashe that can also, in the later parts of the game, surprisingly enough, pump out quite a lot of DPS. Is perfect for pick compositions. And then Jarvan obviously is just a really, really phenomenal jungler in the fact that he can just pinpoint dive very, very many comps. However, if they have a lot of disengage, Jarvan's going to have a little bit of a difficulty, and that's exactly what Sasageyo is kind of lining up here. They have the Ezreal, they have the Maokai. There is a lot of just right off the bat disengage, and they can get even safer as this comp goes on. There's a lot of options that they can kind of work with here. I wonder if they pick... Do they pick top or mid here? You guys are crazy. They offered the fucking Fizz last second, bro. You guys are weird. You guys are weird. I'm calling it. They end up snagging the Rel, so there's a little bit of flexing going on. Should there need to be flexing, but what I have seen thus far from when this Maokai ends up getting flexed, it doesn't seem worth it most of the time, in my opinion, because it feels like it really, really depreciates the value of Maokai. So I wonder if they are actually just locking this Maokai in the jungle, or if they're trying to flex it elsewhere. Rel obviously can be flexed as well, so we'll see. They're probably just trying to throw him off in their second round of bans. Rel is also just a really solid pick. A ridiculous amount of CC. Because Jarvan can do a lot, but if Jarvan's diving past Maokai to try to get an Ezreal and trying to go through a Rel, that man is going to just not be able to move. And Ezreal's just going to be free. So they need to be able to find, which they have with the Orianna, a little bit more access to the backline. Obviously, you have the Ashe for Ashe Arrow picks, and what gets banned out is the Fizz. They actually banned it out in the second one because they saw the flash for it, and they ban out the Silence, which I think is a pretty fair ban. I don't think... I'm actually so surprised that not more just kind of, even in pro play in general, that Silas is not played, because I think Silas is in a pretty great position. I'm pretty surprised that not a lot of people play this pick. And the Rumble gets banned out. They don't... Rumble is kind of the... Rumble is just the overall bane of top laners right now. The top lane meta, so to speak, for League of Legends right now, Rumble is just pretty much good against everything. There's a couple of matchups in the current like meta that he's not great into, but overall, like, he is just there to punish those big brawler, beefy top laners from actually just being able to do whatever they want. Like, it just completely neutralizes them. So I think a pretty fair ban. They end up taking the Alistar Ashe bot lane.
I come back and all I see is LCS or as Worlds dress.
Yeah, that's all we got here. Like, through and through, actually.
Well, hopefully Sasageyo isn't EU with that Ezreal, and they might be fine.
It's the minus EU Ezreal. Yone and
I mean,
Aatrox. Aatrox has been a comfort pick for Retro through and through. They're trying to put him on something comfortable so that the inevitable counter pick here, which is gonna be the Fiora. Ooh.
I feel like Alistar has an easy job. Build armor.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, to be fair, you probably buy Hullbreaker on Yone and Aatrox and just never team fight, but...
I will say one thing is that early on, Aatrox like gets away with having Fiora in lane. Fiora doesn't like, unless she like really knows how to play things super well. Which I mean, Dippy is a phenomenal player. If Retro is able to kind of stay safe and just get his safe damage in, Fiora doesn't really get to do much early on. This is much more for the later parts of the game and lane as well. For when Fiora is just going to be able to riposte and just keep Aatrox from really doing much of anything. Pop those max health procs and just be able to outtrade him. The Yone into the Orianna. Okay, so this is something that we've seen a lot. And I know some people who say that Yone is not great into Orianna, or it's not a favorable lane for Yone. But from what I've seen from really just decent Yone players, Daddy Andy is a phenomenal Orianna player. And Yone, this is the true test of this theory, because typically speaking, Orianna will just poke out Yone in the first, like, you know, up into even like level 6. Once Yone has like a little bit of like access to level 6, and he can get a little creative, hop over walls and get his damage off and not have to interact with Orianna as much. It just, I feel like it just becomes a Yone lane. But we'll see what happens, you know?
yeah, and I
don't
mean,
want to make any
Orianna
assumptions.
is like... Orianna is the #1 pick at the like right now for like first picking champions. Like, she's a super strong
Yep.
just pick in general right now, so it'll be interesting. And I mean, it's one of those things too where like Orianna, especially with a team comp like this, I feel like she'll find a way to be useful later, even if like laning doesn't go that well.
You have the bot lane matchup, the Ashe Alistar versus Ezreal Rel. Alistar knows what he kind of just needs to do here. Rel, I just don't think Rel really gets to do a hell of a lot unless Ashe's positioning is just pretty far off. But yeah, we'll see how well they kind of posture in lane here. I think Ezreal is... I am an Ezreal believer. I think Ezreal is a great AD carry right now. Against this team, there's quite a few targets that he's actually pretty decent into. Most of these guys are pretty squishy. Even Fiora, Jarvan, even though they get relatively tanky, they're both brawlers. They're not just dedicated tanks, so... Ezreal gets to do a lot here. But win condition for sure is this Yone for Sasageyo. They're definitely looking to get this Yone pretty massive and stack objectives.
I feel like the win condition is Aatrox, Yone, or Ezreal.
It could be, I guess, but like when you think about it realistically, if Aatrox gets ahead, they'd have to make sure Fiora's really far down. So that's a win condition in itself, I guess, is keep Fiora down, make sure Aatrox is massive. But at the end of the day, Fiora is going to be able to outtrade Aatrox eventually, right? And then Ezreal, I think, is a great carry. But I feel like the better and safe bet is Yone 3 items. Because, like, he just absorbs so much aggro.
I'd say, because, I mean, they have enough CC to make sure everybody stays where they need to be.
Ez dropped hard. Yeah, a lot of people don't favor Ezreal as much because you have to have a perfect fight, realistically. You have to just play really well. Go figure on Ezreal to actually make it worth it, which I think is fair. But if you are able to do that, I think Ezreal is still phenomenal. Like, especially against a team like this. I don't know.
No. I would say, because I mean, like, I will say, like, Sad Jellyfish's team comp looks scary. Um, it's basically gonna be 3 people on the front lines trying to stop them from getting to the back line. But it's like Alistar can bring the ball in. J4 is a good way to bring the ball in. But it will be interesting because like Maokai ulti can stop so many things from happening or start so many things. Rel and like they have like good follow up for the Maokai as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say the thing is Sad Jellyfish's fights are probably gonna rely really heavily on Ashe landing a good arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously you have the J4 Orianna or Alistair Orianna combo, but you don't want to have to do that because like Maokai just presses R. Ezreal blinks away. Rel just stands there in front of everything. Like it's not it so much disengage on the side of Sasageyo. That like I feel like the big win condition for Jellyfish is like get that Fiora ahead. The Orianna I think is a great win condition in the fact that like Orianna just scales insanely well with items. But yeah. I feel like in the later parts of the game, I feel like it definitely goes over to Sasageyo for team fights. So and better objective control with the Maokai. But we will see. A lot of it is going to come down to how well these teams play in the kind of earlier stages of the game. We're getting a hands test here between both teams, see if they're all warmed up.
Actually, it is a hands test, isn't it?
It really is a hands test. But who do we think is... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying, because, so, like, Fiora is, like, a pretty hard counter to Aatrox, right? Like, she could just riposte the pull in at the right time and stun him and get, like, a free trade.
She does take a little bit to get going, though. So there's, like, an opportunity to stop her before she can do that. But, yeah, we'll see.
Ooh, it's over. He's repping the Frosted Ezreal. Let's go.
I still think when you look at it, though, that, like, Maokai Aatrox probably loses most of the time to J4 Fiora anyways. So, yeah, they're just going to need a lot of intel.
They have enough CC to stop Aatrox's healing. I mean, if Aatrox gets ahead, then it's impossible, but, like, he's got to get ahead first.
Yep. And Dippy's already looking for it. He's already looking for it. Oh, my God. What did they take? They took, so yeah, Conqueror, right? And then the Grasp.
League's not on stream. You have the...
League's not on stream?
Yeah, you have draft up.
Huh? It shows League for me.
I am looking at draft.
They're both gone. They're both invisible, so... The game is
What
on the screen for my...
I'm gonna I had to refresh for whatever reason.
I already get trolled enough by my chat and these things.
Nope. You're good. No, that was weird. Like it was legitimately. I just had to refresh. That was legitimately weird. It still showed it on your screen, for me.
Both teams starting blues or their blues here.
Boring.
Snooze fest.
Can't believe it. No first blood after for the first minute. But it will be interesting to see where junglers go to try to make the first play. J4 is a really good level 2 ganker, just to at least try and get like expend a flash.
Yeah, and he's gonna be on the bot side for this too. Before Ezreal, if they can manage, no, he's actually just gonna go for the full clear of this top side. I was gonna say Ezreal without that level 2 can't really escape very well. They're actually going pretty hard here.
Oh, wow.
Barty stepped forward into the rel, actually. He's going to get ignited. Taken quite a lot of HP off, but he has biscuits, and he has a pot to heal himself back up. He did pop his ghost, but yeah.
And they also got super close, so that way they could both get hit. Ooh, Frozen looking for something cheeky here.
Looking for something cheeky, but he is a little bit too far up. Really,
that is
really
a lot of flashes.
Ambitious. Yeah, a lot of flashes go through, and that is first blood for the J4.
I guess maybe they thought they would just their 2 camps were quicker than that.
Or maybe they were wondering if J4 was actually going for the level 2. They were probably expecting him to go for the level 2 gank, I guess. But after that amount of time, he would have definitely been on the chickens. So I don't know. Interesting. I would probably have to know what happened with comms there.
Yeah, but I mean, they were going for something at the very least.
Yep.
But I mean, at the same time, 2 flashes blown on jungler and on the jungler and the mid laner, so maybe a little bit less jungle pressure for the rest of the team. Try and get a gank in mid lane. You know, now that Orianna can't escape as easily, you know, you can try and make that back.
Yeah, you can definitely try to make it back for sure.
J4 is already looking.
Yeah, J4 is already looking with Alistair here. Tai has to come back to his clone, and J4 is just not letting him come back for free. Chugging him out pretty heavily and trying to give Daddy and Andy, I think, a shove before he goes B here.
Yeah, that was
no, just leaving in the middle. Hey, Tori.
Hello, Tori. I was saying, I mean, that is kind of the nice thing is, even though he takes a tower there, it's probably just to make sure his Ori can just do what they need to in the mid lane.
They're already right back to the scene of the crime. You can see Ashe has a freeze down in bot lane. This just frees up the Alistair to kind of do whatever he wants to. They're just stealing away Frozen's camps here, but they are pretty far in. Marcuti does have the stun up here, but he is in turn going to get stunned up. Pay for his life, I think. Oh!
No way. Tragic for Sasageyo. Oh, wow. J4 going right in. The power of this pick, man.
Massively unfortunate situation for Team Sasageyo. I thought that cow was dead to rights, probably like them as well, but they did not just get that last hit in. He's able to flash over the wall. And yeah, Tai-T stuck around a little bit too long and thought that lane was probably safer to come back, yeah. Barty is stepped up pretty far here. He thought he had the 1v1. Yeah, the ignite. All it takes is one more Ezreal Q. Flashes away.
Flash. I was kind of surprised they held on to the flash as long as they did, but, you know.
Yeah.
I'm saying this does not look like a fun lane for Retro.
Yeah, it just gets worse now.
I mean, they've been doing fine, you know, they're up in CS on it, but every time they try to do anything with Fiora, Fiora just gets the grass proc.
I will say one good news for Team Sasageyo. Bot lane's looking really good. Bot lane, their positioning has been a lot better in this lane thus far. Ezreal's been farming and putting a lot of pressure on this Ashe. And despite Marcuti kind of getting a lot, Ezreal's still looking pretty good.
Ooh, Frozen here with the lane gank looking. He's looking with it.
All right, we got level 6s in top side here.
Who's gonna pull the trigger first?
Daddy
Who's gonna
Andy
lifesteal? No mana. So, kind of gets zapping for free. Now Retro able to finally push the wave there. Ooh, J4's looking.
Yeah.
They now know the Maokai's here.
They know the Maokai's here. They just chased them off, and that feels bad. Spend that much time posturing bot lane, and now he's not even going to go back. He doesn't expect the J4 to be in this bush here. Thought it was a bluff. And J4 is actually getting knocked up. Massive CC coming onto the J4. The sapling in the bush doing a lot of damage. Yoda Cam flashing away, but it's going to get chased down. Now Barty can keep going. J4 coming in. Frozen Ace. Is he going to be able to heal up? No. -2 coins doing his best to do damage, but he's going to be able to get over the wall. He manages to do so. Barty is ticking him down. The Ashe W does not secure the kill.
Here. Can he clean it up?
T is now here.
He got so much CC.
He's actually probably going to be able to take this kill onto...
Ooh, wow, the knockup. That's a double kill. Wow.
Nice. Double kill for the Yone.
Good call for Tai-T to come down. Whether they saw it and just started coming or if they called for it.
And Dippy being kind of smooth with it. I'm not even going to lie. Damn. Dippy.
I feel like Retro's been playing the lane very well.
Definitely. The thing with Dippy is Dippy's not even playing around his procs. Like, Dippy does not even care. He's like, bro, I can put that proc in there, like, take it or leave it. But, like, Aatrox 100% of this time is expecting Fiora to try to be getting these procs constantly, so he's throwing his Qs to try to catch her, and she's just like, nah, I'm gonna go somewhere else with it. Tai T sick play. Tai T kind of pogging. And this is what they need.
J4.
Yeah, 3
Ooh, Ash Arrow's coming out.
Ooh, Ash Arrow is coming out.
It hits the Rel.
Does connect with the Rel, and now Dippy drops the
Ooh,
ulti.
Oh, ulti's
Meanwhile, we
Ollie's
have-
topside though.
Yeah, we have.
Ooh,
Fight's coming in the mid.
Ooh.
It's disjointed too. Taiti gets a shutdown. Has 3 kills on himself. Let's see how much gold this Yone has. He's actually pretty far up on his lane opponent now. And just like that, this game has almost just taken a flip. I mean, this is Blue's in a very comfortable position.
Wow,
Hex
doesn't even
slash
care.
mid.
He's going right for
Ooh!
it. It's
Yone
over.
takes the trade, and yep, he is 4-1 now.
Keen, there's your win condition. There's your call. There's what you were calling for. There's no way. that still doesn't work. That doesn't work. I'm sorry. Uh-oh.
J4 is looking for it, but he doesn't know. Yeah, I mean, neither does Yone know.
You're so greedy. There was no reason. Just leave. The wave was pushed. Go spend your gold. Oh, man.
The
He just
battle
wanted
of
to blaze
ego
it, that's
and
all.
Lego.
Yeah. Something like that.
Oh, jeez, what is this? You guys are crazy.
You have a great waffle commercial with this one.
All right. But yeah, now 5-4 in kills. Still a little bit of a gold advantage, but it's starting to dwindle a little bit for Red. J4 still has a lot of gold on him, and that is a good place for it to actually be early on. J4 does just an immaculate amount of damage in the mid game. Stays pretty relevant throughout as well. Definitely falls off for damage.
Going all in here.
Ooh. Ash
They
Arrow
might
is
be able to
gonna
get this Drake
miss.
now. So this should be theirs, you would think. It's a little dangerous to do this,
Massive
but
knockup from the Alistar.
right on the
Orianna
J4.
ulti comes through. J4 is down. This should be their dragon to take if they can stay alive. Getting chased down though. Daddy Andy's still very, very healthy. The dragon does a lot of damage.
Woo!
And
Now
Frozen
gets the kill.
Ace is probably
You
gonna
might as
go
well just
down.
burn on it,
yeah.
buddy.
Damn. And quite an aggressive early game from both these teams.
I say I thought that was looking pretty good for Sasageyo as well.
It definitely looked good until the Orianna was able to hit that ulti.
And here it is, the big. Oh.
Nice. The minion fear there was pretty huge, so she couldn't just dive under. Tai T. Looking like he can all in here. Daddy Andy doesn't have flash. And this is the Yone lane.
Yep. I would say it is. It still is a worry in the back of my mind that like this is still a full AD team. Yeah. So like everybody's gonna be able to build plated steel caps. You know, Zonya's gonna get like its money's worth out of it. Alistar probably gonna go for like a Randuin's or something.
I do have to say as well. Hold that thought. J4 coming in with a dive onto Retro, just dead. Numbers flashing all over the place.
I was gonna say, wow, that was. I had never seen that before.
Yeah, you saw it too in your spectator.
Yeah, like a 10,000 damage on all parts of the Cataclysm.
Yeah. I will say that Yone having these kills is really, really good. One thing he's gonna have to probably be a little bit just conscious of is the fact that he's gonna be really squishy. He rushes the
Wait, hold on, they still get Drake though.
Yep. They didn't show back up for the Drake. He went topside instead, I guess.
I feel like he could have. Like there was no junglers were alive and Sasageyo had to leave. I mean, I guess I don't remember the health bar, so maybe it was a smarter call to not. But
nice.
Oh, what a
Takes out
dodge on
Ori
the
ulti.
Ori. Even the Ori has numbers.
Yeah. League of Legends client has never been better, baby. Barty chasing down at the -2 coins.
Ooh, good crash down with Night Storm.
Really,
Minus can get in there. That ignite
engage from Yoda. He flashes forward and taps him. He says,
Yoda just
listen, I
says,
gotta
nah.
take this.
You don't get to leave. All right.
All right. And Rift Herald being dropped mid. They definitely know that they want to funnel as much of gold as possible into this Yone.
Yeah. Yone just tower diving casually. What care in the world would a Yone have?
Let's look at the gold advantage for him alone. He's up about 12, almost 1,300 on his lane opponent. -2 coins is not going to be allowed to back today.
We always try to get those greedy backs, though, you know?
One thing I will say, Yone has TP as well, yeah? Okay, so, I mean, the good news here is that because Yone is so up in gold, what I'm expecting them to probably do is try to bring Yone... Wow,
Yo, this
that's
proc
unlucky.
is just against it.
Yeah, it's giving me anxiety, I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh, no.
Because
Fiery, don't do it. They're frozen. I forgot you changed your name. Wow, they didn't even wait for him to walk up. Oh, they saw him throw the E.
Yep.
Wow. Oh,
That is
at least
brutal.
it goes over to the...
Ooh,
right,
Ashe
you guys
comes
gotta have to
out. It's going to miss.
You guys are going to have to start warding your jungle because J4 is a monster.
Yeah. He's just monolithically huge right now. He's up just 2.5k on this this Maokai. Maokai hasn't even gotten his first item.
I would say it is unfortunate. Wow, smooth. The Maokai pick really not not working out so well, unfortunately.
Yone's probably looking for a dive here. Oh, good clear on the Orianna just to make sure he doesn't just right off the bat. Looked like they were trying to posture to get Rel in the area.
Adam, when you watch this back, you're not screaming, "I'm a tree" enough.
Tai T being taken very low. Is this a fight that they actually want? I mean, J4 is so massive.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But they don't want the Yone to die, and I think that's like the important part.
They don't want the Yone to die. They managed to keep him alive. Nice little toggling damage there from Daddy Andy just to tank it up. Still be active in the ball.
I don't know, this Jarvan's a problem.
Jarvan is indeed a problem.
I was saying the worst part is it's not even a mythic that, you know, Maokai goes first, right? It's a demonic.
Right.
So if it takes this long just to get your you know, legendary item, it's not looking too good. Oh wow, Aatrox is gonna
Retro pushed up real far here. He should be safe. The Ashe arrow misses at a crucial point here.
Kind of ruins it for him.
Completely surrounding this turret. You can see they're dropping the Rift Herald. Trying to make it safe to actually just dive here. Frozen is now here in response. And they do get the charge off for Shelly. All right.
This is unfortunate.
Massively. Oh my god, look at how much more. Jarvan, 8,200 to Maokai's 46. That is just insane. Mark Cutie saying, don't take the tower, take the cow.
I would say I mean, it's going to be interesting because they're basically going to be playing with no front line for a little bit. But everybody, I feel like, can play pretty safe or just strong enough that it, you know, hopefully won't be too much of a problem.
All right. Now, we finally have the demonic on.
What am I talking about? They got Rel. Rel's also up front line.
Yeah, they got quite a bit of front line. Rel is
insane.
I mean, she's deceptively like tanky though, even at this kind of squishy point.
Ooh, here we go. We might have got out the J4.
Ulti available. Nice Ezreal ulti in the back line. Daddy Andy getting dove back. Barty is just dead. Orianna ulti on 3. Massive. However, is the fight actually going to be here? Tai T's got to go down. Keep an eye on him. Ooh, the Fiora ulti pops through. The grand challenge. They have to be able to take down. Oh, Retro is next here.
And he's out
grabbing
of...
the procs. He's healing up massively. -2
Minus
coins is still alive,
back in,
actually, here, so it is a 2-2. All in all, oh, J4 is just a little bit ahead of his actual laner, and this is going to be catastrophic.
Oh, Minus is just going to clean this one up, baby!
Wow, nice, well played. -2 coins got to stay alive that fight, and Retro Genesis at the end of it soaked up so much aggro. 2 people trying to take him down, but they just could not.
That was a butt clencher of a fight. But as much as Minus hates playing Ezreal, he always looks good on it. I just, you know.
He is 4-1 now. He is about 1,300
almost
gold
fully
ahead
stacked
of his,
Mana Immune.
yeah.
He's literally one like auto or Q away from fully stacking his Mana Immune. Oh my goodness.
Right. And here we are. Next objective up is going to be this Baron in a minute. And with the way these two teams are fighting, I'm assuming this is going to be an early fight at these Barons.
Wow, not even a Spear of Shojin on J4 either. I would have figured with that kind of a lead, you'd want those kind of cooldowns.
Yeah, no, just get those autos in. He's beefy, too. Like, he's not dying in these fights pretty fast, so getting a Spear of Shojin just to be able to make those cooldowns pretty good. And just as I kind of assumed, they are throwing the Yone to match the other side lane here. Diffie is here. They you know what? Frozen said, "Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, I'll be on the opposite side of the jungle."
See ya. Have
Yeah.
fun. And the red spot pinging bot side. But yeah, I was gonna say that's the other thing too is that not even like an early executioners from Fiora in the lane either to try and like get that little bit of an advantage against the Aatrox. Only the Swordmail, or the Bramble on J4 for any kind of heal cut, but as we all know, heal cut's useless. Let's just call it what it is. Oh, here it is.
Wow, the Wombo combo coming through, and Retro is gonna have to be able to hop over, but he is not gonna get the opportunity to. Several numbers pop up on the screen, and
Mark Cuty's getting caught, spotted out.
Yeah, Mark Cuty is getting caught out here. Blue really does want this fight right here, right now, if they can get it, but they're not able to pop Mark Cuty.
2 ultis down, 2 huge ultis down right now. Orianna and J4.
Yeah.
You know, even if you don't have the numbers necessarily, like it's.
Ooh, but they dedicated
now's the time to do it.
Yone TP. However,
unfortunate. Baron up.
Yeah, Baron is up here. I wonder if they look for anything. Daddy Andy has pretty much 0 mana. Mark Cuty running low on health here.
No HP. Hey, Yoda's just waltzing right up. Just to say, what's up, nerds? Either you're getting off this wave or you're gonna die.
Someone's gonna die.
I can't say. You know?
This is probably something that Team Sad Jellyfish is going to be looking for. They only have the TP on Retro Genesis, who is going to probably have to match Fiora. But now they keep the Yone down there, and if this is something that Red doesn't kind of pick up on, it's kind of a blessing for Sasageyo in the fact that it is just a dedicated 4v5. But they are sending quite a few members up here. Daddy Andy now heading down to match Yone.
Which can be huge, not having... Oh, Orianna also has TP, so...
Yeah. However, it is risky for Orianna to have to stay down here. Yone can definitely 100-0 pretty easily at this point, or have to blow an ulti just to get
they're
him to
pinging
go away.
Baron. Yep, there it is. Orianna TP coming in. I'm honestly kind of surprised they didn't try to swap Aatrox and Yone.
That's exactly. Yeah, I thought they were gonna do that.
Go down there, but I mean, at the same time, if they go for Baron, Yone gets this tower.
True, and they're
Fiora,
kind of...
okay. Fiora has TP. Fiora has backed. Oh, they're collapsing on the bot side.
Yeah, they're collapsing on Yone.
Start backing now, buddy. Start backing now. They're gonna find you.
He doesn't get the back off here, but he does
Nope, he
manage to
does-
get the ulti away. J4 coming in for the flag and drag. A nice little hop away from Yone with the Gale Force to keep himself safe. Now they're just starting a Baron.
Oh, they're just
Honestly,
going right
why
on Baron. Holy
wouldn't
crap.
you? Because they
Yeah.
dedicated so much bot here. I thought with them blowing the TP on Daddy Andy that they would
have
just start
enough
up
damage,
this Baron.
and they get it quick enough. Fiora's TPing right now. They're gonna back
Ooh.
off it because they
Yeah.
don't have enough damage.
Not
Not
enough
enough
damage yet.
consistent damage.
Ezreal.
Maybe with the Yone there it goes different, but Ezreal, not exactly the consistent damage pumping that you're looking for.
All right. They're picking out this dragon. So far, it has been 2 dragons stacked for blue side here. J4's not in the area, and they pinged him out.
No, he's out there, and they catch him there. Yoda galloping, charging in, maybe a little more further than they wanted, but wow, that's still a huge grab. They're
Wow,
taking the
Yone
fight.
comes
Minus
right in,
25.
gets a massive amount of damage off. Daddy Andy's going to go down.
Minus is on
They
the
should be
backside
able to
though.
get minus here, but it shouldn't matter too much. Still have quite a few members.
And Retro.
Very, very alive and well here. Jarvan doing his best to soak up the damage, but he's not even the one that
This
they
is
want to
just
go
huge
down
for
here.
front line. Even if you
And-
do, wow.
Yeah. What an
Just like
interesting
that.
decision.
Yeah. That was, you know, Minus giving his life for that one. And now that the Demonic Embrace is up, like, Maokai didn't take any damage during that fight either. So, and they were still able to do it.
Yeah.
Rising back up from the depths, crawling their way back up out of the goodwill. They're getting there.
Thing is that they literally started up that dragon with J4. Not even he was in the Baron pit still. They pinged him out. It was a 5v4. Tai T got a massive just amount of damage over the wall before the fight even started. Yoda looked like he was probably ahead of his team, but because of how much CC that Rel has, it just doesn't matter.
I was gonna say, Yoda made the best out of a awful situation for him. He goes in, doesn't know that the alley's waiting in that brush, gets headbutted towards the whole team, and he says, "You know what? I'm here. Smoke him if you got him," and just throws the whole kitchen sink at him, and buys enough time for everybody to get over the wall, to get in position, to take that fight, because that should have just been a freebie, right? Like, he should have just died there for free, but they did not.
Daddy Andy getting ulti. They have the TP coming through as well. Gale Force being
Oh, the
used.
J-Force on
Are
the
they going to be able to
backside.
keep Tai T alive? No. Retro Genesis now. Probably the focus here. However, they're coming after the tree. Yoda Cam trying to just keep him CC. This is the battle of the massive noodles here.
Here he comes. He's coming
-2
back,
coins.
baby.
Finally with the
said-
DPS.
Run that early game all you want. All I need is one legendary, and you can't even kill me. There it is. There it is.
It is crazy how these plays seem to be going so well for Sad Jellyfish, and then somehow it just ends up not working out.
Just no rotations from, I mean, Dippy obviously didn't have TP. Barty was nowhere kind of close. He fired the arrow, I think, but yeah.
CF4 is looking for the steal here, I think. Maokai
J4
does not have smite. They have to take the fight on J4. Okay, Retro is doing what he needs to. He's doing the right thing.
Flag
You're
and
doing the
dragons.
right thing, Retro.
Down is back up! He actually gets the steal! An early smite!
He said
there was
he
no
didn't
smite at
have
all.
it.
Oh, no.
Even still, when, like, if he's 12 and at 12 and 5, somebody else has to try and make sure they get that secure, but I mean, I don't know why. Okay, so you see Aatrox over the wall. I don't know if nobody called for it, if somebody did and nobody was listening. You just don't do anything. Stop hitting the Baron. Everybody's
you have like
healthy enough at that
you have
point.
one of two options. Like, you either dedicate multiple people to just kill Jarvan right there because he was low, or you just stop doing Baron. Like, it's leaving it up to that burger flip is pretty rough.
I was kind of surprised they didn't send, like, maybe the Ezreal to try and throw some Qs specifically at J4.
Yeah.
But you knew J4 was there. You knew the threat was there. You knew he didn't have smite. He pinged it. Not only did he probably say it in chat, but he also pinged it. So you knew how much time you had, and so yeah, just a questionable play from Sasageyo there. But a really good you know, hero play from J4 on that one.
All right. And Dragon is up in 1:36. This is Soul Point. Ash Arrow
Ooh,
coming
Ash
through.
Arrow
Mark
lands.
Cutie is here, but is this the fight that they want to engage on? It's looking like they
Ooh,
do
he headbutts
indeed
him
want it.
away.
Mark Cutie gets the stun off. They're going to force the Maokai ulti. Now we have TP
Ooh,
coming from
J4
Daddy
right on
and D.
Ezreal.
The follow-up. They got to be able to keep Barty alive here. Tai T is in the backline. Keep an eye on this guy. He ultis over. He is hopping right
Focus
onto
being
Barty, but
frozen.
Barty is actually
Frozen
being able to
Jack. Frozen
kite
Jack.
away. Tai T now is forced to go back to his clone. Dippy, we'll see if he's able to survive long enough here. He manages to get the ulti proc off, and now they're just diving right on in. They get the Oriana ulti through. Look at that massive healing from that Gore Drinker. My goodness, he's still alive in this backline. Are they actually going to be able to turn this fight? No! Tai T and -2 coins, still alive. The Ezreal ulti almost kills Mark Cutie here. Now J4
goes right
stranded
into
and alone. Oh my god!
Ooh, he gets 2!
Yon manages to get
Minus
2.
is playing out of his mind.
-2 coins is gonna have to be able to stay alive here. He's dipping and dashing around. J4 is coming in, but it's gonna be in vain. He should be dead here. They get the tower, but it's just Ezreal, the last man alive on Earth.
Ezreal can also be the win condition. I'm just saying. Oh my good. Tai T coming in, getting that diving deep to get that double kill. I was watching Minus for like 90% of that fight. The man just knew what was going on. He saw the whole thing. Like he had the Monado. He saw what was gonna happen, and just his E was up every time it needed to be.
Ash Arrow comes through, misses the dragon.
My goodness.
Whew.
Also, it is insane to me to think that the 3 and 7 Maokai against the 13 and 6 J4, and it's not the one you would think that would have all 4 Dragon Souls. You know what I mean? Like, if you have that kind of an advantage with J4, it is honestly maybe a little unacceptable that you weren't able to at least get, like, the first Drake, right? Like, this J4 is so strong, so ahead. Weirdly, not even building that much damage.
Yeah,
they literally
opts
just got Gore Drinker.
for Gore Drinker and 2 tank items. Has the Death's Dance in here, but this is not a high just damage J4 build.
Wait, why would you build a Spirit Visage this game?
You would think that the one oh hold on. J4 almost gets tagged here by Frozen and Ty, but manages to get away. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not the best item to build here for sure. I mean, the only thing that you're gonna be mitigating is a little bit of Ezreal damage and Frozen Ace's damage. However, you would think if you do build the Spirit Visage, what would go really well with that Spirit Visage? Maybe those Dragon Souls.
Yeah,
I don't know. The Spirit Visage is very interesting. I don't know.
I mean, I guess they're really trying to get that value out of Gore Drinker, but yeah, I don't know why.
These
Like,
fights
it is
aren't a
crazy
matter
because
of nice cleanse from Minus just to keep himself safe here.
Like now, like J4 isn't even that scary anymore, right? Like now, like his damage isn't there because he built full tank. When you could just be EQing all over these people. Like, unless this is some secret tech that I don't know about, because he's got a Bramble Vest as his final item, so that's probably becoming a Thornmail. Which isn't even a bad item. It's literally just the Visage that I'm questioning in this one.
Well, I was gonna say that these fights are not coming down to for blue side. These fights are coming down to out surviving. That's what you want to do as blue.
Yeah.
For red, you don't want to do that. You're a pit comp. You have Fiora who's looking to blow somebody up and get a proc. You have Orion who's looking to blow somebody up. You have J4 who's looking to jump on somebody and blow him up.
Just like this.
Yep.
Except he's not blowing him up.
Yeah. I mean, you have to
He's
imagine
not dying, for sure.
that if J4 just had some damage, he'd be more of a threat. But -2 coins gets to just kind of stay alive
Like,
for days here.
Yeah.
And
Like, now he's just gonna die.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, there's a Gore Drinker, but he's still just gonna die. Meanwhile, you got everybody on the other side. Yoda's just, you know, distracting the entire team. Maybe Aatrox's healing can.
Oh,
make
nice
him
Orion
alive.
ulti
Huge
coming
Ori.
through, though. They got to be able to get Tai T
We're on
here.
Tai T.
Dippy is still alive, hopping on -2 coins. A lot of damage coming through. Frozen Ace still here. Ezreal
got his
ulti is
ulti
going to go
again
wide of
already. Oh my
everybody.
goodness.
Marcutie, he's trying to dip and dodge around. But yeah, there's not enough damage to just
Zach,
to be
I don't know
able to
what
deal
that.
here.
I don't know what that was.
Look,
I don't know what it was. But... Ooh, now you're getting chased down by Ezreal. He's coming for you.
They even have Hullbreaker on this Fiora. Fiora is not building to have to team fight. Fiora is building to split push at this point. They have so much HP and beef on their side, but they're getting completely out DPS'd because there's a Yone and an Ezreal free firing on them. And Aatrox is just staying alive.
Ooh, Tai T with a huge ulti on the 2 carries.
And that's gonna be Baron.
Disgusting.
All right.
Now they got Baron. Let's see how it goes for him.
Yeah, they do have Baron, and this gold lead just doesn't really matter much anymore.
Yep, and now Frozen's at 3 items. They did it. They've made it. They're no longer shopping at Salvation Army.
They are the Salvation now.
Yeah, now they're looking. They're coming for that Gucci.
All right. Yeah, at this point, if you're red, you're just really not looking to fight much anymore. These later fights just don't go super well for you unless you can get a pick.
And I mean, not for nothing. I gotta hand it. Being down 1-4 must have been annoying and frustrating, especially because J4 was just living in your jungle, and now it's like you stayed in it. You got all the objectives. It's like watching an LCK team versus an A team. You know, they just it's like, huh, they're up in kills, but they have all the objectives and more gold.
In a really rough position over there right now. They do have everybody here. Retrogenesis is not. So this is what they're kind of looking for. This is an Elder fight. This might actually just very well end the game here. Both teams completely tied. Daddy Andy hasn't even gotten his back off. Oh, this is so rough. He's taking the plants, but he's in a bad spot here.
They don't care. They want the J4. That's going to be huge.
Jarvan's trying to buy some time for his mid laner, but, yep. He is, just getting ticked down here. Tai T just needs a little bit of damage, and they should just be able to get this Elder. Some
there goes Mark.
very interesting positioning at the end here from Sad Jellyfish.
J4
kind of
still sticking around.
Yeah, J4 is coming in here for hopefully what he thinks to be maybe the Miracle Smite. It's going to be a one-way journey. They get it off, but he goes in a little bit too early. Maokai with a nice smite, and Daddy Andy is going to go down to Tai T's damage. The tick, 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 boom, baby. And,
not this time. Not when my boys got smite, all right? When Adam has smite, you don't win those, I guess. But no, that was, Moy just being like, you know what? That was the hero play right there. He's like, I know I'm almost dead, but boy, howdy, do I need to make this shit work. And I cannot fault him for trying.
And now they're just escorting these minions here. They don't have Baron, but they don't really need it at this point. They get a nice TP just to keep these minions alive. All they need is at least one cannon minion to kind of just take the rest of this base. Death timers are still 11 seconds here. Here's the last tick of hope. Dippy reposing, as much of this damage as possible, but that is now another cooldown down. J4 gets the lockdown here.
Cam gets the back line away, though. There goes Ashe.
Yep, Tai T knows his target here, and he's just hunting them down with immaculate precision. Marcutie, the next one to go here. Pop. Dippy doing a lot in this back line here, but he is also going to go down. The Elder buff just too damn strong. And that is going to be the first game for Team Sasageyo.
5 for support, not the trade you're going for, but that was very well played. Incredible game from honestly both sides. Both sides did
I
really good.
mm,
Moy was playing their heart out. Frozen was able to make it back. Tai T did what he needed to, and then like I don't know, just Zach at some point just eyes
well,
glazed over and
well played to do what they needed to do in the later parts of the game to win, and good hands on the team of Sasageyo, but I think that they're insanely lucky. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that they are incredibly lucky to have won that game. Because if
mm,
J4 just built a little bit of damage, you see all those team fights going very vastly different. They don't get the opportunities that they did with like the really, really crazy outplays when it was, like 1v2s, 2v4s, you know what I mean? If they had more damage on their side. So I think that they need to shore up a couple of things because if that opportunity comes back, perhaps it goes a little bit different. So they need to definitely be able to get man, even probably more priority for their jungle too. You saw how just they were living in his jungle, and that was Marcuti and Moy just being such a nuisance tag team together, just to be invading him all the time, just constantly calling him out. But really, really well played, I will say. On blue side, picking up those dragons, like I said, their win condition for sure. One of them for that Tai T. They also need to be able to get those objectives, which is Maokai's specialty. And yeah, just well played on that. Well played.
this is the games we were looking for though, right? Like
Yep. It was definitely a banger. A lot of fighting too. It was really fun to watch. All right. And we'll see what the adjustment is here. Keep in mind, this is winner's bracket. The team that loses this series is not going to be completely knocked out of playoffs. It is double elimination, so they get one more chance should they lose here. And just a little bit of a break. If oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I think you're pretty happy with Sad Jellyfish's comp. I just don't think that they played to the advantage that it kind of had. Fiora was building split push, right? She built the Hull
mm,
Breaker. So did
I,
Yone. Yone also dedicated the Hull Breaker. So if you are in this position, right, you see that Yone has built a Hull Breaker. You also have your Hull Breaker on Fiora. That is the best day of your life, okay? Because that only leaves Ezreal to be able to really, really pump out damage in these fights. Like, Yone is going to be preoccupied with Fiora for the most part. If they just dedicate them to the split pushes, man, I don't know. I just feel like they tried to force a couple of things and then built interestingly in certain areas, but yeah, we'll see. We shall see. That Ezreal pick was clutch, though.
mm-hmm.
There's just later in the game they just had no options to be able to access him. Ashe was really doing her best to just deal as much DPS as possible, but you see those 4 squishy targets on the side of Sad Jellyfish. That is a field day for Ezreal. That's like being able to play Xayah into 4 squishies. It just feels real
Mm.
good. Meanwhile, Ashe is trying to kill a tree, kill a Yone that's like pressuring her constantly to push back and have to go back and forth and kite. So hard for Ashe to be able to play those fights. But well, the positioning for Ashe for the most part was real good. So big ups to him, to her.
Mm-hmm.
All right, chat. What are we thinking? Is this going to be a 3-game series? What is the answer here?
I hope so, man.
I'm sick and tired of seeing 2-game series. Boom, 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 boom. They banned. I'm just going to look at the draft here really quick again. Let's look at this draft. So it was the first pick Maokai, and they had a lot of priority on it, which I think was good. I think that the Maokai being first pick is very respectable.
Safe. Yeah.
And Sasageyo, it's sad Jellyfish has opted to get counterpick once more. I don't know what they're gonna...
the one thing that I was gonna say too, that I wanted to say, was that it felt like Ash was almost a non-factor. Like, it didn't seem like they were really doing much or getting much done.
It's the nature of the team comps, unfortunately. I'm sure she got a lot of damage off in the end game, but she had to work through tanks, unfortunately. Had to work through 2 tanks while getting pushed back by Yon, which is hard.
Yeah, and I mean, like, they were landing their Ash arrows. Like, this isn't anything towards, like, the player. This is literally just, like, I don't know what you do with as Ash at that point. Like, that just seems really difficult.
All right, so we got ours in the chat from the players. Looks like we're going to be starting up this draft here. So sad Jellyfish wants counterpick again. I don't... I'm interested to see what the change is here, because I'm sure they're going to give it to top. I don't think they're going to give it to Daddy Andy, because I think anytime that they can get the Orianna, they're going to be really, really happy. So unless Sasageyo bans out the Orianna, I don't think counterpick is going to go over to mid lane. I think it's still going to be going to Dippy, and I'm interested to see what the change is. Because it's probably an Aatrox once more, I'm assuming, at a top. So... Did they ban out Rumble in the first? No, they banned it out in the second. Okay. Maybe we see a Rumble. Not sure. And they actually give prio to something else, but... Ban out all Taitis champs. I think their bans were fine. I think that Kled, Ari, and Zaya were all the correct bans. For sure.
I mean, Zaya's like the prized pick right now.
This is the
I
time...
didn't even actually look at the bans from the first game.
Yeah. This is the time, if pocket picks are present, that they get brought out. It is a do-or-die situation to stay in this winner's bracket and not get knocked down to losers. So they ban out the Ari. They haven't banned out the Kled yet. It was first ban last time. Keep an eye on this chat. Are we actually gonna see? I mean,
they just
game?
They both. Nope. They're literally doing the first bans except swapping the order.
Yeah. And J4. Definitely a good switch up here. They ban out the Yon instead.
I think those are good.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if they're planning on going Ori, unless they decide to first pick Ori here themselves. I don't know about Taiti being an Ori. Taiti seems to be a very aggressive person, so them playing a control mage might not be... I actually don't know what their match history looks like.
Yeah.
So. Or what
they're probably gonna... So they left up Zaya Rakan, but they don't fall for this bait, which I think is good. They pick the Maokai. They're looking to see if they're gonna take either the Zaya or the Rakan themselves, because they have these next 2 picks available for themselves.
Oh,
wow, that's ambitious. That is pretty ambitious. You can technically flex this pick. Is it gonna be the Lilia lock-in?
It is. Wow,
is.
Interesting.
Huh.
So where does it go? Top or jungle?
Yep.
Ooh, Senna.
There's the Senna response. So they pick Yasuo. They're hovering Yasuo. I think it's gonna be Zaya Rakan. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think at this point they might actually just go for the Zaya Rakan. I don't know if they're gonna try to feel it out. But they won't have the opportunity to probably pick it if they don't pick it here. I assume one of them is getting banned out in the next phase if they don't. Do they want the Yasuo? No. There's the Fizz.
Oh.
Okay.
They're going with Fizz. Gonna have an AP threat this game. And this is an interesting draft. It's got some interesting picks up in there.
Yeah, the Fizz pick.
There's
And
the
there's the Xayah. Okay.
Yep, that makes sense.
So this puts Sad Jellyfish in a position where they're probably going to want to ban out the Rakan next stage, I would think.
They do
Yep,
pick
Tom
Kench.
Senna. Okay, classic lane. It's funny saying Tom Senna is a classic lane, but it is at this point.
Yeah, right.
Oh man.
Look, when you realize the certain champions, like Bard came out in like season 6, I think. Like he still feels like a new champion to me.
I do like the fact that they ban out the Rakan here. I think it's definitely necessary. Senna, Tom Kench, while being extremely safe, you want to be able to play on the offensive. So having to deal with a Rakan that's flying over the place is just not fun for you. Just getting rid of that pick, I think, has a lot of value in general. Are they going to try to put him on, like, the Rel? Because I think that Tom Kench Senna really wants to play into Rel. Alright, that's the Fiora ban.
I mean, I
They
guess
ban out the little Yordle
like,
boy Gnar as well.
I guess technically they can do like they can get rid of Tom Kench's shield, which is actually kind of huge. But like the circumstances that it means that his Q has to be up after he's used it as an engage, and they get him down to like a quarter HP.
They grab the Tristana mid into the Fizz. All right, so this is purely looking to just dominate this Fizz early on. Tristana doesn't really get to do that if it's an even lane. You know, even like into level 6. These spikes happen relatively early for Fizz, where you can start to take over the lane against a squishy champion like Tristana.
Let's go!
There's the Bard. All right. Maybe
You better watch the Aftermoo video.
And they're gonna stick.
You stick him on Orin duty. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Don't stick him on Orin duty. He doesn't need to be on Orin duty. So what he did with the Aatrox.
Keep in mind that Rumble is not banned. We're probably I think we're seeing a Rumble right here. I think this is definitely a Rumble angle. Their team already is kind of the do or die. We need to but they need some kind of more front line. Having the double 80 is kind of scary. But like if Rumble just gets ahead too, you know, maybe. Gwen,
I mean, I can see it. AP.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if it's the answer, but I mean, she's pseudo tank, right? Because like she's a bruiser, but she's immune.
Yeah,
but I feel like there's also a lot of
survive a long time. Yeah.
But there's a lot of melees. Like Aatrox Fizz are gonna be inside of her safe space.
Yeah, but I still think it's
Will it matter?
good. I think Gwen still invites people to want to be like up, like, you know, have frontliners just as long as they aren't going to be like absolutely ruining her day. And you don't really have that with Aatrox. Aatrox takes a while to be able to ruin your day with his Qs. Fizz can pop you, but Gwen gets tanky. And Maokai, like, yeah, I mean, we'll see how well. If you're Sad Jellyfish, you really want this Gwen to get far ahead. And Senna is just gonna constantly be looking for ultis across this map to try to aid her teammates here. The Lilia is the most interesting pick to me.
100%.
What a ballsy first pick that early in draft, in my opinion, at least. I think Lilia is a phenomenal champion. I love seeing her played. I am a Lilia enjoyer myself, which is why I am so scared when I see her first picked and not being able to see the rest of the team conk. Luckily, not a bad game to play Lilia. It's not bad. I mean, Maokai hops on you, so you don't really get the outer ring as much as you probably would want to.
Mm-hmm.
But playing into Aatrox, playing into like even Fizz to a certain extent, not bad. Like definitely not the worst. So doesn't get punished as probably bad as it should have. All right, what do we think in chat? We see both of the comps here. Yoda has confirmed that he's watched the Bard video.
Good. It's over for them.
It's all over.
As long as he doesn't play like Mickey X, he'll be fine. Just play like Carrier, he'll be good.
Jungle doesn't have Lilia champ.
Wait, what?
So we're in copper. I'm gonna go get a I'm gonna go make myself a coffee. I'll be right back. I'm assuming it's gonna take a hot second. So yeah, I'll be right
we'll
back.
see.
Chat. I can't.
Don't worry, we're good.
If ever you had faith in the Lilia champion.
No, it's Alrighty, so we'll be going back into this soon. Okay, yeah, they're ready. They're ready to go. And yeah, what the heck's the word I'm looking for? Whatever the heck has been avoided. The fuck is the word I'm looking for? Apparently it's late for me and my brain is just shut down. But I almost had it, but it's gone. It's fine. I'm over it now. Yeah, so these teams are super interesting. Man, I don't know. It's Senna TK is such a strong bot lane because the thing that makes Senna weak is the fact that she's so immobile that if you have like a hook champion or just any kind of catch champion, it's over. Like it's over for that champion. But TK shores up that defense completely, or that issue completely. Problem is you got to make sure you get to level 6 before you know, you can be devoured and get out of harm's way. But Zaya is also really strong. Bard's a champion that can just roam around anywhere and just kind of make advantages for the rest of his team. And with how aggressive Tai T was in the last game with the Yone, having a roaming Bard seems like it'd also be incredibly helpful. I'm wondering if there might even be some setups where like Maokai will ulti from out of vision with Bard next to him, so he can magical journey in and get a guaranteed route before his ultimate even comes in, because he's gonna be ahead of it. That might be pretty neat. But I am interested to see how the Lilia jungle's gonna go, especially because I feel like there's enough lockdown. Maybe not. There might be enough lockdown that Lilia might have a hard time using their speed buff. Just because of the point and click Maokai, and that might be able to enough to set up a Bard stun. But this is all like perfect world stuff, obviously. Because you're probably gonna want to use other abilities on other people depending on the game state. Bard ultimate can, Bard ultimate could probably change quite a few things, like an escaping Tahm Kench Senna, or even if they can stop like a Lilia Sean after she jumps. Like they have a lot of like chase potential, a lot of like start potential. I feel like the Gwen is going to be like the pick to look at for this one, because I feel like this is going to be like a make or break champion for the game.
All right. We got 3 minutes before we head into the Rift.
Man, these are some wonky looking team comps. Like generally I can look at them and go, yeah, I think this team comp's a little bit better. Like this draft might be a little bit better. But this one I'm looking at and I'm like, what the hell am I looking at? Cause like I want to give a lot of advantages to Sad Jellyfish just because like I know that the Senate TK is like one of the strongest bot lanes pairings you can have, right? Like if you play that correctly, then like you're pretty golden.
Yeah.
But also I'm very biased towards Bard just as a champion. Like Maokai is a super strong pick. Saya's arguably the best ADC right now. Man, that Saya's really a champion that's either like the best at the moment or the worst. Like there's never been like a yeah, Zaya's okay.
Yeah. Zaya is very hit or miss. Like Zaya needs items, very specific items to be good in order to actually be solid. So but yeah, it's gonna be Tom Kench Senna, and for the most part, you're gonna see Senna and Tom Kench playing pretty heavily together in this lane. They really, really want to get advantages, so you're probably gonna see Bard, who doesn't really want to do that, roam a lot and try to get Fizz ahead. I would think at the very least, Maokai and Bard are gonna have to be best buddies this game, if they want to be able to use it to its full potential. And if you are Lilia, you have options, but your biggest option, I think, comes top lane. Aatrox, if they naturally kind of just let him shove, should be in a position. They don't have CC until Lilia's 6, but Lilia's speed ups will definitely make up for kind of the CC lack. So we'll see if Gwen takes Ignite too, like Ignite TP. That's going to be the big tell of whether they're going to be able to do stuff in lane here.
I would say I feel like for me, I had to take my headphones off because apparently nobody told me that my hair was being wild. But the pick for me that I'm kind of like honed in on is the Gwen. Because I feel like that Gwen can make or break a lot of things in this game.
Yeah, if Gwen pops
depending
off,
on like their positioning.
Nobody's going to be able to 1v1 her. So. And I think, I think it's going to be double TPs on both sides. Unless Fizz wants Ignite. I don't know.
I do kind of wish they would show us summoner spells.
Yeah, but I think it's... I think it's one of those things that, like, if you see summoner spells, you know how to perfectly, like, last second switch things. It becomes like a TFT match. I don't like that. I can't say I'm the
Oh, I
biggest fan of
understand.
that.
Yeah, because if you're spectating, people can still look before.
Swap, yeah.
Well, I mean, like when they're in game.
True. Yeah, because it's
you know?
what, 3 minutes? Yeah, spectator delay. So
it's like they're already in game, so that you already know. But
hey, what's up? It's your boy Keen Dacker calling the Fizz ignites the Gwen Ignite here. Not like
I mean, that's what. I'm kind of surprised that Gwen didn't. Do you think Gwen should have gone Ignite Flash or even Ghost?
And usually, it'd usually be Ghost Ignite.
I don't know the matchup well enough to know one way or the other, but I feel like if you're gonna run Ignite in the top side, why wouldn't you just all in at that point? You know what I mean? Like just go for broke.
Yeah. Well, Gwen is one of those champions that she doesn't need Flash. So having that TP pressure while having Ignite to just be able to kill your laner is kind of just enough. You can definitely run the overkill and get the Ghost on top of it, and your laner will never be able to play the game for the most part if you have an advantage. But it runs the risk of setting your team at the TP disadvantage, I guess. I don't know.
Man, I hate that Fizz skin. I'm just gonna say it.
It's pretty gross.
Cause like I don't think there was any other option for Tai T. Tai T wants to just absolutely run this lane. Wants that lane pressure.
I do like that Sad Jellyfish is not deterred, though. They went for that level 1 invade, which is a good sign.
Yep.
Healthy mental. I'm interested to see how this Lilia plays. She went Conqueror. Okay. So this is gonna be a
Augur did get buffed, as far as I know,
Yep.
or like fixed. I can't remember which.
it is gonna be a tankier Lilia that we're looking at here, and not the pop people. Or sorry, not even pop people, but hit somebody at like a quarter HP. And, yeah, you hit somebody at a quarter HP, and they're like guaranteed to die.
Wow, Barty is already having a hard time.
Yeah, the Senna is getting poked out a little bit here. They're gonna get level 2 first. Ooh, Bard.
I'm saying this is how you know that Yoda watched the video.
Yeah,
Bard is strongest at level 1 when in lane.
Ooh,
Because
nice
you only have one
here
ability.
from the Senna. They're gonna go all in on -2 coins here. He's got to be able to get the pull back on the feathers. He doesn't. He's not able to do so. Yoda Cannon is gonna be able to secure with the ignite here, but being in a 1v1 against the Tom Kench as a Bard feels pretty bad here. He does get
Weird
the
numbers.
stun off. And
Ooh, he flashes.
Here comes the jump in. Bard does not have his
He's just
magical
gonna-
journey to
he's
be
gonna
able to
tunnel.
get away. Is he gonna be
Nope,
able
but
to
he's
kite
gonna use the
out?
minions.
Oh, he gets level 3! He goes in for the angle. He
going for
manages
the-
to get it. He's back
He
at the
gets the
tower.
angle! We're so proud of him. I've been in a game where they did not get that angle. Not Yoda, but I played a game with Bard where they did not get that angle.
I was in a game with Yoda not getting that angle.
Oh, no. I've never missed that angle. Don't you even.
No, with Yoda. I said Yoda.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it? Maybe it was him then.
It was.
Glad to see that he is risen up. See, this is how you know he watched the Aftermove video. Anybody out there that's listening to this, if you want to learn how to play Bard, just watch the Aftermove video. I literally watched it and understood the champion in and out, and was like super fucking good at it.
All right, so Tristana did not get to bully this Fizz as she kind of wanted to. And yeah, now is gonna have to be a little bit careful here. They're just going for the repeat here
going right
in bot lane.
Bard's not even here yet.
Yeah, Bard's not even here. Frozen is gonna get pushed away.
Don't need
Bard
him. Wow,
brings
this
in the
is
magical journey.
magical journey.
There's a Q angle.
Cutie is low.
Nice little connection
Ooh,
here.
huge no.
Yoda Cam is taking quite a bit of damage. Frozen Ace jumps in the backline,
Going right
pushes
in.
Barty back.
Run, Barty.
Are they actually going to be able to get the secured kill?
Our Cutie's
We
going
have
down
the thick
next.
Skin pops
Can
it.
they get him?
Boy, he's fast, but he doesn't have a lot of
Did he get
damage
this pull
here.
back?
We have the red buff on the board.
what a side
He's going to
step.
survive because of it. No, the
Oh,
last
but
auto
Zaya gets
attack.
it.
Yep, but that is a
Dang.
2-in-1 Zaya now. Ooh boy.
Dippy is feeling the pressure. Dippy, just don't press tab. Just play your game top.
It's the end of
Man, that was a wild course of events. And see, here he is. Yoda's mid, right where he needs to be. Gets the hop out. Fizz can just...
This is
farm.
the most feels good position to be in for blue. Your Zaya already has 2 kills. She's up 12 CS, up like a considerable amount of gold for where she's kind of at in the minutes for this game.
And has
Bard,
red buff.
yeah, has red buff. So Bard can just free roam as much as he kind of wants here in the early parts. They do have I think lane frozen here decently. No, we got a big push now. Okay. So the Zaya is perfectly fine here.
Let's see. Are they shoving it? That's the question.
Yeah.
I mean, Lilia is on the bot side, so Lilia can try to, make a play here if they wanted to, knowing that they're, Zaya's by herself and not level 6.
Yeah. Level 6 here for both. Dippy misses the second proc of his thread. Last one gets fired just to clear the wave. And Retro's ulti is going to wear off as well, but kind of better all in all for Retro here. Dippy will get his back safely, though.
Ready for Manaless Champions. And, yep, this is probably going to be their trick. I mean, Maokai's in the area, but they're not even...
This is a great call from Sad Jellyfish. Just noticing that they have TP advantage here. Retro doesn't have his up. Dippy can TP back if he really needed to, but he's just going to go back to lane now.
Ooh, here we go. 3 people moving bot, though. Slow on
Cutie alone here in the midst of 3.
He's gonna take some damage.
Yeah,
Maokai is also here. Ooh, they might get the slow on Lilia here. Yep. They get the slow, but it doesn't amount to anything. Kind of seeing, I guess the weakness you could say of Maokai, not level 6 before either of these games before
enemy jungle,
Moy. Yeah, and I mean that's just kind of like the trade-off of having these tank, playing a tank jungler. You're gonna be slower, but you're gonna do a lot of stuff.
Daddy Andy being
Wow.
very patient here. Oh, hold that thought.
Ooh, here we go. Got to fight in the bot lane.
And yeah, they're actually just gonna be able to kill Yoda. This is the lethality of this lane in the 2v2. It's so
Yep.
so hard to deal with it because just Tom Kench soaks up so much damn damage and provides so much for the Senna.
And Bard has one ability.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
so-
really, really well played on. I know it's a small thing on Daddy Andy's part, on not just immediately using that rocket jump just to get away. That puts him in a pretty dangerous position against Fizz, who can just throw the ulti and get a lot more value and damage out of it. So fighting him in melee range, while it may seem completely like ludicrous, is the right play there. Really well done.
Make sure that they don't give the free long range ulti. Ooh, there it is.
Here it is.
And here comes the ulti
from.
from.
What a buster shot just to try to get him away. The Senna ulti is a little bit too late, and that is going to be a clean kill.
Patience. The patience on Frozen to not W immediately, knowing that buster shot will be coming. To guarantee that they will get back up to them and push them back towards the Fizz. Very well played from the both of them there. Daddy Andy didn't have many options either. Like that, I'm not
Yeah.
saying that like Daddy Andy misplayed that. There was just
There wasn't really much.
Where-
Once you have
where
that
he
Fizz
was at-
ulti on you.
very limited in your ability to do things. A lot of mystical numbers coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, some real weird and wacky things. Thanks, Riot. You guys are killing it.
200 years,
Just numbers everywhere. We've broken into the code chat.
Everything takes 1,000,000 true damage when it dies. Even the feathers. Oh my goodness. The pullback on feathers have true damage done to them.
This is just balancing
Insane.
in future chat. Everything's gonna be true damage. There's no longer gonna be AP or physical damage. Ooh, nice connections here from
Dippy's
Dippy.
doing
The
it.
last thread ends up missing a nice flash just to get himself far enough away, barely, to survive this. This lane is gonna be getting to be a bit of a nightmare.
See, if they had flash, they could have followed that up. That's what I'm saying. Uh-oh. Yoda maybe a little too far out, but maybe it's just an
Yep, it
actual
is.
master bait. Right in.
Ooh.
Ooh, Yoda with a huge ulti.
Already trying to get away, but the Zaya
it's
feathers are
better.
going to do a lot of work here. Moy getting tethered to the wall. He's going
Ooh,
to pop
flash
the
from Bard.
ulti.
But he already got smacked by tower a couple times. Frozen coming around on the side here.
And there's
Will
no...
Tai T make a run?
Nice, yeah, nice,
Nope.
nice
Yeah,
ghost
he's
just to
gonna
be able to
kill.
catch up here. There was no bowling
And
ball
double
from
bluff.
hell to be able to follow up on that kill. A bit of a, just a quick little trigger finger on the Lilia's part.
What an ulti. What an ulti from Bard to stop the support from doing anything and
Yeah.
himself from dying.
A
And
guaranteed
doing,
Senna.
$2 billion or 2 billion true damage to Chimes when he steps on them. And here, nice. You're gonna get Herald up on the tower, so that way hopefully Minus gets. Yep, Minus. Just getting them pockets. Fill them pockets up. It's unfortunate too, because I feel like the Senna TK, I feel like Barty and Marcuti have been playing this lane pretty well.
Yeah,
Just
just a lot of
unfortunate
pressure.
that Minus got, that Minus got a lot early.
Ooh, no
for them,
ulti
but-
from
Retro.
Moy, but it doesn't matter.
There we go. Didn't need it, There you go. You'll forsake bot lane, get the Gwen ahead.
Yeah,
Gwen is immune.
That's gotta be it. Gwen's gotta get ahead in this matchup at this point. Senna's gonna be useful, but it's gonna take her a little bit to scale up, and right now there's a lot of pressure down bot lane. Ooh, nice rocket jump away.
Ooh.
Nice rocket jump.
I was saying this game looking a lot better for Frozen compared to last game, so.
Yeah, much better position to be in for sure.
Yep. Now they're looking at Drake themselves. Now that they have all this pressure. Just gonna set a vision, shove the lane, and walk on over. Although typical AD carry would see them go get those final plates in the tower solo gold, but
All right. And question
that's
is this Tristana pick gonna be able to really do much? I mean, she's fighting back and is trying to stay even, but like Fizz has so much more value right here in this mid game with these roams, and even in lane, like Tristana has to be very careful. So nice knock up onto Yoda Cam here. He's gonna use the magical journey to get himself away, but a lot of damage.
I'm surprised he didn't throw a Q out before he left. That would have been an easy. But it was a nice stun setup for him.
Alright. Hiding in the bush here. Another nice knock up. They're focusing
Ooh,
down
but
on
the
Yoda Cam.
Ooh,
The
nice
ulti comes
ulti.
through and misses. Splits them apart just to make sure that they aren't able to chase.
But hey, he's just got to stay safe at this point, right? He's already scaling up.
Yep. And you can see also the, keep in mind the effects of where this matchup is now for Dippy and Retrogenesis. They were tied completely dead even in farm with Dippy not going to be able to pick up any additional farm at that tower because there was just nothing left. And now he is up 16 CS. It's starting to stack. He's keeping him off these creeps.
Also would like to point out the power of Senna Tom Kench with the fact that Xayah has a full item up on the Senna, and it still looked like that.
Yeah.
And just in case anybody's wondering, Senna is supposed to have those low CS numbers. Tom Kench is supposed to have all the farm, and Tom Kench's been doing
all in
great.
from Dippy. Oh my god, he was trying to bait it out for Frozen, who he knew was in the area, but a false sense of security as Dippy just tears through his HP bar.
Just when things.
Boy, now here in the bottom lane, this is finally an
Daddy Andy's
opportunity
here.
they can look for, but a nice magical journey just to get away.
It is insane to think Tom Kench has as much CS as the ADC, while Senna also has 32 CS.
Crazy.
Something has not been going right in that bot lane. Ooh, we're looking a little sketchy down here. Ooh.
Tight.
Yeah, TP coming from Aatrox. Tight T maybe a little too,
nice flash away.
Ooh, good flash.
Yoda Cam! Oh no!
Ooh, might have went into the wrong place. Uh-oh.
Here is the Lilia ulti, gonna pull the sleep on the Aatrox. Aatrox gonna have to flash over the wall. -2 coins running. They have a slight pinch here from blue side, but it's a 3v4.
Adam's gonna take the Rift Herald on the back end of that too.
Yeah, but good focus just to know that they need to be getting objectives on the other side of these pylons from Sad Jellyfish. All right, how many stacks we got on Barty here? We got 54 already. Jeez, this champion is crazy.
Yep. Fasting Senna's back, baby!
That's just nuts.
Umbral Glaive. Nice cheap item. Ooh, Yoda. I don't know if there was a chime there or something, but he went real close. Nice stun.
They're managing to open up this mid tower. The most important for sure, just for map pressure. Ooh. Nice stop on the charge, making sure it doesn't... I don't think Shelly got an additional charge in there.
Just
Frozen
throws the smite to stop Barty's
in
back.
between towers with the support of Tai T. There's no man on the side of Barty, and they don't block out just to make sure he stays alive. Mark Cutie's going to need to be able to hop away here.
I am curious why Frozen
the reset?
needed to...
Buster shot! Is he going to be able to get the W
minus...
away? Oh, man, nice. Well played. Triple kill for Tai T here. And they managed to get the execute.
Maokai, I don't know why Frozen flashed there. Ooh, that was a good knockup. But
Nice
drowsy
knockup.
hits.
They get the sleep, and that is gonna be a very dead
Ooh.
Retro Genesis.
Close.
Not really much you can do when you're Aatrox when you can't move. Imagine having all the hatred that Aatrox has built up in his body, and then you just fall asleep like that. That can't be good for your health.
It's definitely not gonna help your sleep schedule any. But to be able to, I mean, I don't know what a rage sleep looks like, but
just
this
an
game's
extra
so
REM
close, too.
cycle, you know.
this one, this is all I could hope for. Is like
Ooh.
2 incredibly close games.
Forcing out the flash there from Barty is actually pretty big in the short period of time. This is gonna let them set up around this dragon.
Huge
Boy
dragon.
is here. I don't think he has ulti, though. No, he does not have ulti. This is a good fight for Blue if they can manage to find it. Dippy is
Frozen
here,
does have
though,
ulti.
on the go-ahead. They're looking to not give up this dragon. Frozen Ace sticks it, and he manages to be
Gets
able
it.
to survive
Easy.
quite a long time. Drops the ulti to buy his team
give a shield to get
time
out.
to get out. Nice. Well played. All right.
Insane. And it's also Ocean Soul, so it's Maokai and Aatrox are really gonna want that one.
Yeah.
But I was saying, Sad Jellyfish looking even, you know, they're looking real good out of this game too.
Yeah, neither of these games, even in the one that they lost before, they looked great.
Yeah. You know, they gave a little bit of pressure to Dippy, and Dippy's running with it. Because, I mean, Senna TK is kind of foolproof, right?
Yeah.
Even if they're down a little behind, should be fine. Especially because Bard can only offer so much pressure.
You have to think that the later parts of this game, Bard essentially has to land some really solid ultis. If Bard hits at least 2 people with his ultis, I think these fights go pretty well for Blue in the future. But if he's only able to tag one person in the midst of a full-on just engage from like the Lily asleep from the Gwen dive in, it's gonna be pretty scary. So yeah, a lot of pressure I think on Yoda Cam here in this game. Alright,
know.
Gwen ulti popping
Beautiful.
out. The ignite is not
Retro just
dedicated.
doesn't even want to fight it. He didn't even look like he was taking damage. He still just didn't want any part of that.
He just knew that if he came in, he would just be getting shredded. Even with the support of his teammates, it's so scary. You saw what happened last time. He felt like he had somebody in the pocket.
Fair. I would say now he's just got to do what Adam did last game as Maokai. Just stay in it. Get back there eventually. Make the game so long that it doesn't even matter. Ooh, doesn't know Moy's here. Ooh, man, Tai
Little
T is on
desync,
one. I
yeah.
swear. This guy, what the fuck? That guy, like, that doesn't even count as a miss. Like, his ulti didn't land, but it's not like Senna could do anything.
Senna was a champion on the map, I'm pretty sure, at one point there.
That was a great collapse from Sasageyo on that one.
100 to 0'd is the proper term for that one, my lord.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Can Moy do something crazy here?
Does he have flash? He does not have flash to be able to make a big play here, and he's just
Ooh.
getting dove. TP
Oh!
is stopped by Maokai here. Really well played. Now Maokai is going to be getting dove, and I don't think that Maokai Retro can actually be able to take that fight. I really don't.
I don't either. But that was so well played and unfortunate for Sad Jellyfish. Good heads-up play on Adam's part there to stop that TP.
Yeah.
Let them just keep going. Tai T is Tai T's a problem.
Definitely a problem.
Man
Does
is
a lot
6
of
and 0.
damage. And they don't have an Ash Arrow to be able to single him out this time. They just have that
Call
sleep,
him-
which he can Playful Trickster.
Yeah. Call him Ozzy Osbourne because he don't want to stop.
I don't want to stop.
Are you ever going to stop?
No, he is not. He's going to keep doing his thing, which is killing it. I think it does seem like Barty is starting to fall a little behind here, being the unfortunate
martyr of the situation. Kinda,
yeah, on the receiving end of a lot of things. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know that I was paying attention enough to notice. Senna, especially against this type of team comp, cannot be on the map unless it's next to TK.
Yeah,
unfortunately, just how that works.
Pocket.
Like that is exactly how, like that. Ooh, Yoda getting caught out here though.
He goes asleep at the end of the magical journey, and he's just gonna be picked up.
Right from the Gwen. Unfortunate.
What Tai T has in mid lane, Dippy has in top lane, and definitely to a lesser degree in the fact that it doesn't have as much gold. But hold that thought. Ooh, the roots do end up connecting here. Tai T goes golden. He stays alive and buys a lot of time for his teammate here. Dippy is still very healthy, though. Retro Genesis is going to have to give himself over the wall. The Senna ulti comes through. Tom Ken chops over. Frozen Ace is dead. We have Dragon up on the line here, and this is going to be a 2. No. They're actually just going out for Baron.
Just going
it's 23
Baron.
minutes in.
Do you just rush Drake at this point? Or try to, if you're
I would think
Team
so.
Sasageyo?
I think you just send him down there, but they got to do it right now.
Get Soul Point.
No. Damn.
You're not getting Baron. I would go for Soul Point. Ooh,
They have
Bard
Bard
ulti.
ulti, but they go golden. They're trying to buy enough time to probably be able to take a fight afterwards.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't think they're gonna.
It looks like they're opting into it here.
Ooh.
-2 coins. Go in through the Bard ulti.
He should
They
have
have
just
lots
kept
of feathers
running.
here. They really might not
Dippy,
actually want this fight.
They got Dippy.
Yeah, they got
And
Dippy
it was on
down.
Retro.
However, we do
Aatrox.
have a very fast Lilia being able to chase down here. And Retro Genesis, the only one left alive to really be able to do damage here, goes down. Oh, no. It looked scary for a second.
Should have just kept running.
It looked promising for blue is the bad part, right? It almost just became such a massive bait, and the fact that Xayah got such a big pullback on her feathers there that it killed... Who was it? I want to say that it killed, like, Dippy. Yeah. And I was like, whoa, okay,
No,
this is a fight.
It might have gotten Daddy. Yeah, it had to be the TK, because Dippy got shut down by Retro. And now they're just going to pick up an Ocean.
All right. And, man, just when you think that things are going a certain way for one of these teams, it flips it on the head.
I do wish that they just went for Drake.
Yep, I agree.
I think they could have had enough time, because if they were able to ward it up even a little bit and they could see him coming, Bard could have ultied them there to slow them down from getting to it. Because if your jungler's dead, don't get Test Baron. You don't have a means to.
Especially Ocean Soul. Just look at their team. Their team is literally meant to buy time. Aatrox, Ty on Fizz, and then Xayah, like...
And now, Senna is real scary. 6 and 5, 2 completed items. Working on, I believe, their IE right now, so they're going to finally get their Mythic.
I want to say that Senna was down, like, almost maybe 2k gold before all this, and is just dead even now. Like, that's crazy.
Yep. It's just unfortunate. It's just crazy because, you know, you have such a lead on the Xayah. The Fizz was just one-shotting everything, but... You know, Sad Jellyfish really pulling it together at this stage of the game.
Do you know when he picked up this Medjai's? Do you know... It must have been before that fight, because he still doesn't have the Zhonya's, and he had the stopwatch before, so I want to say they picked it up. So yeah, that ends up losing its value a little bit here. Dippy, no fear, hopping into that bush, saying, "I am the king of bushes now."
This map is my map.
God, look at his souls. It's gross.
Yep.
Dippy gonna get
but
tracked back
Retro
under tower here. However, they bring the delivery system onto him, buying a lot of time with this Bard ulti. And Retro just lives for so long here. Now they're on the run here, but it's not going to be enough. Tai
Boy
T
goes down.
tags Barty with the
hits
ulti.
before he
He's going
leaves.
to chunk him down over half with the ulti alone. And this is
They're
a
still chasing.
massive
Magical Journey
win.
comes
Dippy's
through.
going to have to get away. Look at how much damage he does.
Dippy just doesn't matter. Tell me this champion's okay. Tell me it's okay.
Is he going to actually
No,
be able to
that's
survive?
great.
No, Tai T actually picks up the kill.
This is the hubris of not having flash.
And it looked
But
so
Tristana's gonna be getting a lot
good
more.
with
Ooh,
that
and a
Tom Kench
TP.
delivery system, but yep, they that Bard ulti was massive.
Yes. Push for a little too much there. You know, you already had the lead. You don't have to do anything crazy. Especially on an Aatrox. I don't care how down this Aatrox is. It's still an Aatrox. It's still going to be a pain in your ass.
Yeah, and keeping Aatrox down at this point, it's not really worth it, right? Like, you already have the massive advantage on Dippy. How much more do you really get by killing him one more time, right? Unless you're able to get the tower,
Well-
it feels like a lot to dedicate.
I guess to be fair, his gold was reset because he got the shutdown. So,
True.
if you want, that's what, crossing hairs, splitting hairs. Yeah, splitting hairs. There's the one. That's splitting hairs.
Yeah,
That's,
he
that's
was
like
in the
literally just finding.
crosshairs.
That's literally just finding that little. This actually doesn't matter. But if we had to try and make sense of it,
And this
I'll never
game
understand
is
how that feels.
dead even again. Jeez, bro. I can't. This is crazy.
let's see what's gonna be next. So both objectives are coming up at about the same time. Either one's a good one.
I will say the Tristana's finally starting to scale a little bit. One more item and she'll be pretty useful here. If Tristana's able to scale up free a little bit more, it sets up a pretty good precedence. But look at Tai T, he has
Looking up
16
death
on his Magi's again.
We might get a fight here in the mid lane. They don't know they're there. Tai T
Buffer.
lands it on Daddy Andy.
Ooh, he didn't even use
Hits
his
it.
jump.
Oh.
I thought he was going to buffer that jump. Now Barty's getting hopped on by Frozen A's. He's in a real rough position here. Isn't able to be targeted, but
They're going
Retrogenesis
in.
hops
Retrogenesis
over,
is there.
gets the kill.
Nobody to help him. Ooh!
Bard ulti gets jumped
but gets
out
the
of,
flash
wow.
out. That's huge.
Yeah.
Once again, though, Mark Cutie and Senna were completely split. And right now, Senna is pretty damn strong. Doesn't have Mythic yet, but they're pretty damn strong. Moy is up, and we know that he will go for this.
Yep, he's definitely looking to try to steal it. They don't have vision in the pit. They finally get it. Does he have
Does
the
have
flash to
flash.
get in? No, he does
Nope.
not, unfortunately. And that is going to
Look,
be
Daddy
a,
Andy. Or sorry, Daddy Andy. I don't know why I said that. Frozen has Daddy Frozen. That's what I was trying to say. Ooh, but like the ult lands on Mark Cutie, and it's just over.
Ooh,
Daddy Frozen has not missed a single smite while it is up. So
trying to think what Marcuti and Moy Dippy were going for there. I think they were trying to catch somebody in rotation, but they didn't have vision in the bush. It was interesting.
yeah. I mean, they already got, and Mercury already flashed to try and get out of the Bard stun, so. But we're gonna have to see if Dippy and Barty can.
Taiti is looking.
Oh. Ooh, that is still sketchy, Tai T. Look, I get it. Like you have Baron and third Drake. Just don't stop. Look, normally it's take the little victories. You guys have a surmountable battle win right now. Just take it. Use its pressure. Don't be crazy. Senna has 108 stacks.
Yeah.
109. And they have rapid fire, right?
Yep, has rapid fire. Doing a good job though, keeping her kind of uncomfortable in these fights and constantly tagging her with the fizz ultis. It's been
Okay,
instrumental.
Navori Quick Blades. Do you like that on Senna? Do you think that is...
I don't think it's bad on Senna. I think that you get a lot of just cooldown
But
usage
why
out
not
of it.
over... my question is, why would you prefer it over... IE, I guess,
No, it's understandable.
is my question. Like, I'm not an ADC, you know...
Is gonna be asleep here. Dippy, oh, almost goes down to the damage. Now Retro Genesis is gonna have to fight here. Marcuti getting tagged out. Takes a lot
and
of
the root
damage
hits the
here.
Senna. Can they get to the Senna? Nope.
Yeah, we got 280 carries under tower versus a lot
They
of CC.
win on 2 fronts. That is still a win on 2 fronts. Aatrox gets to push it. They get a shutdown on Tai T, but I feel like they get enough out of it that it makes up for the loss or the shutdown. Unfortunately, that is some Ajaya stacks going down, but I think getting these objectives, probably 2 inhibs, I think it's worth it.
And they might be able to keep pushing here. They got...
Yeah, they might be able to get a Nexus Tower.
Yeah, they might be able to get a
but,
Nexus
you know,
Tower
you don't
should they want to, but I think, yeah, they do back off here.
Yeah, so you don't want to greet it. Now you just put everybody in the bot lane and just... Here we go, a wassailing. Because that Senna has 116 stacks.
Yeah, you don't really want it to have to be able to get any further than that, especially Fizz losing a couple of stacks. He's still very, very lethal.
And not for
good
nothing,
job.
I hope Senna does start farming because I think your fasting is fine at this point. I don't think you have to keep doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Think you want items at this point? But TK's in the TK's in bot. I don't necessarily know what for. I don't see any wards down there.
All right, here we go. The bot lane push is now being lined up. Minions starting to fall through into mid lane.
Say, I'm curious.
It's gonna take a pretty smart team fight to be able to, yeah, to be able to stop blue here. They have to be able to stop Typheat from getting a massive ulti. He's looking over the wall.
Ooh, Retro getting caught. The snare
They
here.
drop the ulti here on Xayah. Is it gonna be enough damage? They managed to get a massive shield on her, and this fight's looking pretty rough for Red. Tai T in the backline, keep an eye on him.
Minus. Ooh, Bard ulti comes through.
The splash damage!
Ooh, Moya's gonna get out with just barely get out with their
Dippy
life.
can just not stay alive here. This is GG's. No RE.
Man.
And, Team Sasageyo looking...
It's pretty strong.
Looking pretty good.
Man, both bangers of a game, and like, it's unfortunate because that Jellyfish really like had a strong showing early in mid. It's like the late to mid game that just something kept happening.
Yeah, they seem to just kind of fall apart a little bit. Their macro didn't seem to be as tight in the later parts of the game. Seemed like they were kind of not on top of the plays as they were happening to them as much as vice versa. But really, really banger series. Although a 2-0, a very competitive series. Both teams should be pretty happy at the end of the day. And yeah, not even the end for Sad Jellyfish either. Moves down to the losers bracket. These two teams might end up facing one another again. Stay tuned, my friends. But anything else you would like to say before we head out for the evening, Mr. Sherwin?
These were some great and amazing games. Some just I don't know. That was just a great watch. I don't really have anything too crazy to say. I was kind of rooting for Dippy in that second game, because I feel like they were kind of left alone in that first one, and so I was excited for them to see some love in that second game and actually win lane, do the second most damage in the game, and unfortunately that didn't work out for him.
And yep, that is gonna be it for us on the broadcast team this evening. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys are enjoying the channel, make sure to hit that sub button for future games casted. We will be casting the rest of the playoffs.
Don't forget to leave a like.
Yeah, leave a like. All the support really, really matters. We do this, or I should say, I guess I do this for a career. So every little bit and piece of support that you guys give me is very, very instrumental in
No, I also do
working
it for
towards
your
my dreams. And also, make sure you watch Mars Dungeon. This Friday we have a game show episode. If you guys aren't into like tabletop RPGs, understandable. However, we do have the game show portion of the tabletop RPG, which is very good fun, lots of laughs. So this Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, make sure you tune in to Mars Dungeon. And hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening. Peace.